Yahoo! If any of you guys are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, because it would really help us out a lot, because we are very close to 1K subscribers. Please help us reach our goal. It would really mean a lot to us. So please consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit that notification bell, and anyways, enjoy the video. So yeah, you're number one. Yahoo!
Why the f you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
Hey guys, well, I'm finally doing it. I'm going to be finally talking about the current problems with Netflix. So yeah, it's about time I finally talk about the current problems with Netflix. And basically, yeah, Netflix isn't doing too hot right now. For main reasons, it hasn't been doing too hot since 2020. And basically, yeah, to start off, Netflix did not went well due to, you know, the events with the movie Cuties. And Cuties, yeah, this movie, if you even can call it that, is basically the start of Netflix's downfall. Like, when people watched the movie Cuties, literally people have been blacklashing and been all over on Netflix and been, you know, starting a hashtag trend, hashtag cancel Netflix. It's been going on so much, and you know what, the trend is still going on as well. So yeah, the whole entire, you know, situation with Cuties has been getting out of hand. People have been questioning why Netflix allowed this movie in the first place. Because this movie, okay, literally the creator of the movie, I forgot what her name is, because I really don't care about her or anything like that, because basically, yeah, I don't want to do anything with this movie or even know who's behind this movie, because basically this movie did not deserve to exist at all. Basically, it's kind of like a message where basically, yada yada, basically kids shouldn't be exploiting themselves, or I don't know what the message was, because basically this movie was a complete mindfuckery. Like, I don't even know what the message is anymore, because basically, yeah, like, the way they're expressing, you know, they're expressing it and showing the message is a terrible, horrible way. For real, whoever made this movie does not know what they're doing. Like, they literally used actual children actors in this movie. And that is just really messed up. Exploiting children is literally not the way to spread a message. And especially making them doing questionable things. And you guys have not known, yes, I am aware about Cuties, and I have made a joke about it during my, Junior Goes, time travels or whatever, that video, Junior Time Travels. Basically, yeah, I basically have poked and made fun of Netflix and their bad decisions, in that video, to basically make fun of corporate meddling, because I am against corporate meddling, because corporate meddling is basically a problem that needs to be, situated and fixed. Because companies have kept doing this, like Nickelodeon and Warner Bros., Netflix, like even Disney as well, with Bob Chapek. And basically, yeah, the situations have gotten worse back then. But, yeah, and they're still getting worse. And I gotta say, what Netflix is doing is far worse. Netflix, they started going downhill since 2020. And, alright. Basically, Ted Sarandos, he became co-CEO since 2020. And Netflix had a downfall since 2020, so do you guys, see the big picture here? Because basically, yeah, I had my suspicions on, Ted Sarandos, and guess what? I was right. I was right to have my suspicions on Ted Sarandos, because this guy is an absolute hypocrite. He's the biggest lying, narcissistic hypocrite. Don't believe me? Literally, okay. Ted Sarandos, he literally defended, the movie Cuties for some stupid odd reason and said that this movie was a misunderstanding. And I don't know what is misunderstanding about this. What's so misunderstanding with girls basically twerking and, like little girls twerking and basically having camera shots on their butts and their crotches? Like, there is no misunderstanding here. You do realize that this movie has exploited children, and these poor children are gonna have a horrible childhood because of this. To be honest, Cuties, it rightfully deserved to have that much backlash, because this movie deserves to be torn apart. It deserves to be destroyed, demolished, and it deserves to be removed off of Netflix, to be forgotten. Just tax right off it, remove it, and just make sure that it's a bad, forgotten memory, okay? Because literally, yeah, this movie is not excusable at all. Literally, the way they literally, try to show the message was terrible. If you want to send a message, then literally you don't have to hurt or harm children to literally spread your message at all. Just, I don't know, maybe do, a simple good task, like maybe do animation or use actual, adult actors or something like that. Just don't let children get involved into this, because it will severely cause, so much problems. And it really doesn't stop there. Literally, Netflix has disrespected animation as well. Because literally, how many animation shows and projects have they canceled? Literally, okay, they canceled a bunch of stuff, and they canceled Bone, which was going to be an animated series, and to be honest, a lot of people were looking forward to it, but yeah, they canceled that, but they allowed the 2022 Marmaduke movie. Like, what the f***, Netflix? For real? You allowed this, this insult to animation instead of an actual good animated, series that's actually promising called Bone? Like, for real, what the hell is even going on? This goes to show that Ted Sarandos doesn't know what he is doing at all. And it doesn't stop there. Literally, they canceled a bunch of shows, including a show that's being made by Mike Judge. F***ing Mike Judge. Literally the creator of King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead. Literally his most successful shows he made. Like, what the hell? Does Netflix not want any money or something? Because literally, yeah, for real, Netflix, yeah, literally Matt Pat has explained, explains the problems with Netflix and why or how Netflix could fix these problems. And Matt Pat, his explanation makes a lot more sense. Because basically, yeah, Ted Sarandos, he shouldn't be in charge of this company in the first place. But I know what you guys are thinking. Why would you think Ted Sarandos is behind all of this? Well, let's be honest. Ted Sarandos, he's been, co-CEO since 2020, and Netflix started their downfall since 2020, and, Real Hastings stepped down, and, yeah, and basically Ted Sarandos decided to, have the nerve to lie to our faces that all the shows they canceled were not successful. So yeah, not successful, huh? What about Inside Job? And what about the Cuphead show? And Dead End Paranormal Park? And 1899? I don't know much about that show, guys. I have not seen that one yet, but I heard it was really popular and really good. But yeah, that show, yeah, I heard that one got canceled as well. And basically, yeah. What about those shows, Netflix? Literally, those are your most popular shows you have. And basically, yeah, and basically they did say that Inside Job isn't good for, for merchandises. Literally, what the... Okay, can Netflix just have a moment to get their heads out of their asses for a moment? Because literally, they made a bunch of merchandises for, for that show. I forgot what that show is, because basically I'm not interested in that. Because I heard it's just about, basically rich people just messing around or something like that. I don't know what this show is, because I never watched it, and I was never interested. Because I'm basically more interested in story and, storytelling type of shows that have good writing and, an actual, appealing, world building, type of shows. Like, those are the type of shows I watch. A show that has great storytelling and actual world building and actually has, so much potential. But Netflix, all they do is, cancel and get rid of them. Whenever there's a successful and a lovable show they have, they just straight up cancel it, because basically they cannot take a moment to get their heads out of their asses, because they're basically looking at graphs right now and just, choosing quantity over quality right now. And that's going to be a severe problem. And regular Josh 1, he even explained this problem as well. Because basically Netflix, yeah, even Netflix, they were going to choose, all of their, make all of their animated content like Boss Baby. Mother of God, Boss Baby. Really? And that is how literally Netflix lost over thousands of subscriptions. And did they deserve it? You know what? Yeah, they do. On my honest opinion, they really do. Basically, if you choose quantity over quality and basically just only listen to graphs and numbers instead of actual good shows that people really love and support, like if there are some shows that literally make your whole entire company and your streaming service and your whole entire brand, successful and lovable, then basically there's no point in canceling these. Like, for example, literally you cancel your most lovable and successful shows and basically give your most hateable shows more seasons and episodes. Like, for crying out loud, Paradise PD, I've seen a couple of episodes and seasons, and sounds that show was pretty mid on my honest opinion. And Big Mouth, okay, me and my friend Charlie, we tried to watch a season of that show, but we only lasted 2 episodes and we were just immediately done. We just watched we started watching it a year ago and we just immediately quit and we were done with it. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago, actually. So, yeah, we have not gone back to it at all. So, basically, yeah. We just did not want to go back to watching, Big Mouth, because the show is just unappealing, and basically the writing, the animation, all of it is just cheap as hell. So basically, yeah, Inside Job only had, one season, and basically, f***ing Big Mouth only had 8 seasons. That is the biggest slap in the face and the biggest nut punch I have ever heard in my life. Like, what the hell, Netflix? What the absolute fuck is wrong with you? Like, for real, this is exactly why people have canceled their subscriptions, like their Netflix subscriptions. Like, I'm glad I got rid of my Netflix. I'm really glad. I did not feel, bad for it, and I did not regret it, because basically, yeah, Netflix has gone to and basically, yeah, I just hate Netflix, and even my family agrees that Netflix is trash nowadays. Because basically, yeah, Netflix, they only, they just only allow, cheap shows that are basically, made by some billionaire or something like that has more money than just actual good shows that have so much potential in them. So yeah, basically Ted Sarandos is a lying hypocrite that jumps into conclusions and makes shit up out of his ass. So yeah, Ted Sarandos, he shouldn't even be in charge of this company at all. Basically, yeah, why not just, have MatPat be in charge of Netflix? Because if MatPat does a way better job than Ted Sarandos, then that would be the most embarrassing thing for Ted Sarandos. Like, for real, if a YouTuber that has a lot more smarts than Ted Sarandos does a way better job than him, yeah, then that shows how, how wrong and how bad these, these corporate billionaires and these guys in suits are nowadays. Because basically, yeah, CEOs are not to be trusted nowadays, especially with Susan Wojcicki and Bob Chapek, because basically, yeah, people are happy and they have rejoiced that these two scumbags are gone. Like, for real, Susan, she stepped down, from being CEO of YouTube, and Bob Chapek, he was fired from being CEO of Disney, and basically, yeah, people were happy and they rejoiced. Like, YouTubers and people that worked at, at Disney, they were all happy that Bob Chapek was out of the picture and Susan Wojcicki is finally gone. Because people really despise them. Because basically, yeah, we need CEOs that actually understands the true value of, of potential shows and actually knows the platform very well. Like, they understand creativity and, and the passion these creators have. Because basically, yeah, if these, CEOs jump into conclusions and just make, decisions for no reason, yeah, that's just going to be a huge problem. And the problems keep getting worse and worse and worse. Even the new show on Netflix that's going to be about Cleopatra. Okay, basically, there is a race drama going on with it, that people are backlashing and boycotting Netflix over it. If Netflix keeps ignoring the problems and just don't fix them at all, then I'm just gonna have to say this, they're gonna be in a lot of, bankruptcy. And this isn't the only time they got, blacklashed and boycotted for. They even got blacklashed and boycotted for basically, causing the whole entire anti-password sharing law, which severely got a lot of people to unsubscribe to Netflix. Yeah, that's not a really smart move to do, Netflix, because basically, yeah, didn't you say that, that love is like sharing a password? Yeah, that aged like rotten old ass milk. Netflix, they just really don't care about their, their reputation anymore right now. Because literally, yeah, basically, okay, when Guillermo del Toro, the creator of the Netflix, animated stop-motion Pinocchio movie, okay, which was a really good movie. It was a cinema masterpiece, guys. If you guys have never watched Guillermo del Toro's, his Pinocchio movie, I would highly suggest watching it. It was actually the best Pinocchio movie that came out in 2022. No joke. You guys need to go check it out. It's really good. But still, yeah. Basically, yeah, with him winning at the Oscars, which I am very happy and proud of him, because he really deserved it. Guillermo del Toro, he really did deserve it. And basically, yeah, with Guillermo del Toro's speech about, about basically animation is, isn't a genre, it's, it's a medium and an art form for everyone to enjoy, which I highly agree with him. Like, I strongly agree with him. Like, those are, the words of a wise man right there, who very much, cares and loves, the art of animation so much, and I really respect the hell out of him for it. His movie was good, and he looks like a respectful, a respectful person, and basically, yeah. And I know what you guys are thinking. Nick, what's the problem with this? Well, you see, when Guillermo del Toro's won at the Oscars, basically Netflix has used his words for basically a billboard or whatever. They basically used it, and Netflix, they're still getting blacklashed for it and getting called out. Because basically, I agree with people, because Netflix, they have no rights to use Guillermo del Toro's, his speech, okay? Because basically, yeah, because this is coming from a company that literally has butchered and literally treated animation like garbage. Like, this is just so horribly hypocritical of Netflix to do. So yeah, Netflix, yeah, they cause more problems, and they're never going to go back on, on a renewal on their shows, and basically, yeah, they're just gonna be pulling this out of their ass, apparently. Seriously, Ted Sarandos, yeah, it's about time for Ted Sarandos to be, removed from the company, or just, I don't know, have someone basically investigate, Netflix and actually get Ted Sarandos removed from the company and actually hire someone who actually would actually give other shows a fair chance. Because people are very much heartbroken by all these cancellations. Ted Sarandos says that, the shows that they canceled weren't successful or whatever, but no. That's not what the fans, say, huh? Yeah, that's not what the fans say. Literally, people are gutted by these cancellations, because these shows mean a lot to these people. Because literally, if you have a show that has a huge community and is loved by a massive audience, and if you just, cancel it with any explanation or any reason at all, yeah, you are just going to be, driving the company's whole entire reputation and legacy to the ground. Because basically, cancellations. Literally, you only should cancel something that's highly offensive, or basically, too disturbing, or something that's just very questionable. Like, for example, Cuties, that definitely deserves to be canceled for sure. Big Mouth, oh, all the way, that definitely deserves to be canceled. Or any shows that are basically boring and basically a copy and paste, basically with, with Paradise PD and that other show, which I forgot what it's called, because basically I just really don't care about that show that much, because basically, yeah, I didn't get to watch that, because, yeah, I'm not even going to bother watching that. I've seen Paradise PD, and the show is, meh. Yeah, it's just a Family Guy clone, that's all. It's just a terrible Family Guy clone. And hell, I have not heard anything about, Chicago Party Aunt or whatever that show is called. That, that Family Guy, the next, Family Guy clone. Like, I've never heard anything about that show at all. Like, the show has been blacklashed and been made fun of so many times. Like, even the Twitter account blocks anyone that makes fun of the show. So basically, yeah. This is basically the main problem and issue with Netflix. They allow any shows that are boring, horrible, and basically subpar, and they just cancel beloved fan favorite shows that have so much potential in them. Like, seriously. Ted Sarandos, yeah, this guy cannot be trusted at all. Because people are done with Netflix. People want Netflix to be destroyed, just torn apart and just fall apart to the ground like it's nothing. Like, seriously, hashtag boycott Netflix and hashtag cancel Netflix, those trends are still going on. People still hate Netflix because of their bad decisions. Like, hell, even the creators of these canceled shows are even heartbroken and destroyed by this. There are so many people that literally love and support Inside Job so very much. Like YouTubers, animators, all of that. They literally love this show. Like, they're even heartbroken and they are just shattered by this. And I don't blame them. They have every right to be, to be sad and disappointed. Because basically what Netflix did was a huge mistake. Like, seriously. Do we really want this man to be literally, to literally have his hands on the future of animation? No! This man right here needs to be removed immediately. Because literally Ted Sarandos, he has made Netflix into nothing but a soulless, lying, hypocritical, scummy company. Because every lies and every scumbag moves that the company has made is on his hands. To be honest, Real Hastings, he should have gotten rid of, Ted Sarandos when he had the chance. Because basically, yeah, if Real Hastings could have hired someone else and basically, and just have someone that would actually understand, the company and even, the shows and actually give them, more love and support and give the creators more love and support and actually see the potential they have in them, maybe, this company would not be falling apart. Like, for real. Like, I would definitely highly suggest, maybe Matt Pat or Guillermo del Toro's to be in charge of Netflix, or anyone that actually, that actually understands the true nature and the, and the passion of diversity and quality. Because diversity is what keeps a company from shambles. Like, for an example, David Zaslav. Oh gosh, yeah, I know, guys. I'm really sorry for talking about David Zaslav. I do not want to talk about David Zaslav either, but still. David Zaslav has done nothing but destroy diversity, and it led to Warner Bros.' downfall. And now that, basically Netflix is doing the same thing, and basically copying everything David Zaslav has done, yeah. Basically Netflix is going to be crumbling in shambles as well. And hell, I'm pretty sure that basically Netflix is basically still losing more money and more subscriptions now. Because basically, yeah. Ted Sarandos, all I have to say is, f*** Ted Sarandos. That's all I have to say. Because this man is literally a monster. This man is a menace to the whole entire media and the whole entire entertainment industry. I have never seen a scumbag like him that would make up lies and bullshit out of his ass just to basically, avoid backlash and boycotts. And it's just really sad and petty and pathetic. Like, seriously, Ted Sarandos, okay, he's like Bellows from Owl House. Yeah, I had to go there. Because basically, yeah, he's a lying, manipulating scumbag is what he is. Basically, he lies just to get out of, these problems and basically thinks that all of these, problems are going to be okay. But no, this is not okay. Basically, Ted Sarandos is literally destroying Netflix's reputation. And all of these shows that he's butchered and destroyed, yeah, that is going to be severely scarring Netflix for life. And these scars are not going to go away until basically Ted Sarandos undo his, bad decisions. Because it's going to get more and more worse if Ted Sarandos doesn't do anything about it. And hell, even people are absolutely pissed off about Netflix, canceling, Gorillas, I think that's called. Basically, there was going to be a Gorillas movie that was going to be coming, but sadly it got canceled, and holy crap, there's a lot of Gorillas fans that are absolutely pissed. Just like Bones fans were pissed off as well. So basically, yeah, I don't know much about Gorillaz or anything like that, but to be honest, it doesn't deserve to be canceled. That's for sure. It really doesn't. And if Netflix keeps making more shitty and god-awful films and god-awful shows like, Paradise PD or the 2022 Marmaduke movie or Cuties or Big Mouth, yeah, this is going to be a big problem. This is going to cause more problems. Basically, yeah, we just want good shows that have a lot of potential and actually have so much world building and is appealing to the audience that they would love it and they would want to watch more of it, that they would recommend these shows to other people to, basically subscribe to Netflix even more. Because basically that's how it works. If you have a popular, successful show, basically people will keep giving it the love and support it deserves, and then, the love and support will go to the company. But if the company cancels it without any explanation, yeah, it's just gonna literally make the company more hateable and it's gonna make the company look bad. But Ted Sarandos doesn't care at all. Because this smug-faced prick, yeah, this man right here is just enjoying screwing people over while he's twisting his nipples. Like, yeah, Ted Sarandos, just absolutely f*** this man. Like, I'm just saying this, f*** this man. This guy is just as bad as Bob Chapek and David Zaslav. Like, seriously, Disney, they did the right decisions getting rid of Bob Chapek. They really did. Even though that Disney might not be doing a bit good, but still. Hopefully they'll get better soon, because basically, yeah, they still did the right decision getting rid of Bob Chapek, because Bob Chapek was a huge, massive dickbag, I'll have to say. To be honest, I knew that Ted Sarandos was behind all of this somehow. I knew he had to be behind this, because basically, yeah, Real Hastings is basically like the founder of Netflix, and it would make sense for him to basically sabotage his own legacy and basically the company that he built. The streaming service that he made. Like, this is basically his child, and basically, yeah, Real Hastings, he should have listened to Matt Pat when he had the chance, because basically, yeah, basically now Netflix is in the hands of this idiot right here. This complete psychopath. So basically, yeah. I just don't know if Netflix will ever get better, or hopefully if Ted Sarandos will actually be removed from the company, or who knows. We'll have to see someday in the future. But still, yeah, this is basically what I think about this whole entire situation with Netflix. And it doesn't stop there. Basically, the reasoning with Netflix canceling these shows is probably because basically they did say that it is too expensive to produce a meaningful ending that would do justice to the rest of the series. Okay. Again, with Netflix shoving their heads up their asses. What about Stranger Things? It literally cost $8 million per episode. Yeah, try to explain that, Netflix. No one is going to buy your bullshit. This just goes to show how unprofessional this company has become during the hands of, of one man in a suit, basically f***ing everything up, and just doesn't see the success and the art and passion that these creators have worked on. Literally everything that these hardworking creators have worked on were just thrown away like they were nothing by this slimy face right here. This piece of fucking goddamn piece of shit. Seriously, what the fuck is going on with Netflix. Literally, this company, these are definitely the main reasons why people hate this company, and this company has been through a horrible downfall. Because, for real, CEOs are not to be trusted anymore. Literally, they would lie to make a quick buck and to do whatever the hell they want. Because this is corporate meddling. What they are doing is unprofessional and basically corrupted and bad business. And I'll have to say, f*** Ted Sarandos again, okay? Just absolutely f*** Ted Sarandos, f*** David Zaslav, f*** Bob Chapek, and f*** Susan Wojcicki. Just absolutely f*** these CEOs, because my God, literally, this is just absolutely terrible. For real, this is the problem with CEOs nowadays. Like, for real. This is why we need a trust system. We need a trust system law basically to show that, you know, that if any of these CEOs do something wrong and f*** everything up with a bad decision and they're not going to bother to fix it, they deserve to be immediately removed and be blacklisted from the company and never work at another company ever again. Because basically, this shouldn't be treated like a community. This right here is just god-awful and bad. This is just unprofessional. I really have never seen a company like this f*** up so badly, just like Warner Bros. Discovery. So basically, yeah, Matt Pat is right about everything. He is right about everything about Netflix, and basically, yeah, Netflix needs to get their shit together, because this right here, this cannot go on forever. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and basically, yeah, this is basically my thoughts about, you know, about this whole entire situation with Netflix, and basically, yeah. Oh, gosh. But anyways, yeah, finally, you know, finally I made this video happen, so basically, yeah, and also, my next criticism video on Nickelodeon will be coming pretty soon. My friend, you know, Tiffany has finally finished her recording, and I'm thinking of adding a bit more to the criticism video, so it won't be too short. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll definitely see you guys next time, and goodbye.